Hello everyone, Melderon here. Welcome to part 11 of an LOL tutorial. Today we'll be covering PvP battlegrounds and PvP in general. So real quickly, before I go into much, I want to go over what PvP stands for. And PvP stands for player versus player. So in other words, it's instead of, normally in the game you are fighting monsters that are within the game world. Those monsters yield experience points, and they're controlled by the computer. In PvP, you're playing against actual players of the opposing faction. Well, unless you're dueling, so there's dueling as well, which we'll go over as well. So let's actually start with dueling. So you can fight a friendly unit. While I'm doing this, guys, I'm going to queue up for a battleground. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to actually get in, and I'll explain what I'm doing when I get there. Let's do... Yeah, let's do this.
I am forsaken.
Oh, maybe we can get into... 1 second. Let's try Warsong Gulch. Okay. Alright. So now we're queued for Warsong Gulch. So what a duel is that you can go to any friendly player in the game. You can right-click on their portrait and you can hit duel. Now the thing is, dueling is not allowed in major cities, so we can't do it here. It'll say, yeah, dueling isn't allowed here. But if you're outside a major city, you can select duel and you can fight a friendly player. You don't die if you lose. You're reduced down to 1 hit point, and you kind of go on your knees and say, "Oh, I lost," and the other player will celebrate the win. But what's really important to realize, guys, is if you're down to 1 hit point and you're in the world somewhere and you aggro a monster, you can die. So just make sure you're away from monsters when you're dueling. So right outside of major cities are usually a very popular place. Right outside of Orgrimmar for the Horde is probably the most popular place. I'm not sure what it is for Alliance, but that's what it is for Horde. So that's the friendly PvP. Now, most PvP is between 2 factions. So you're fighting the opposing faction. This can happen in 2 different places. It can happen in the world, or it can happen in a battleground. The world would be you're running through a contested territory, and an enemy player seeing you and attacking you, or vice versa, you attacking them. This will end in the PvP server like Chronos. This will end in you dying, or him dying, depending on who wins. You don't lose any of your gear. You don't lose any gold. It can affect repair, though, so you might have to get a repair cost. What you do get, though, usually is honor points. So honor points are kind of like a currency you can use to buy PvP gear later in the game. So the benefit of doing PvP, aside from it being fun, is gaining points, PvP points, honor points, excuse me, and those points can be used to buy things, gear, weapons, things like that, for PvP. So, one thing I want to also stress is that you can attack guards, you can attack civilians, so you can only, aside from attacking actual players, you can attack opposing faction cities and their guards and their citizens. What I have to say, though, is that guards give you no honor, and killing civilians actually reduces your honor. So unless you don't care, just be careful if you're trying to farm for honor and try to get honor points, and you think, oh, I'll just go to a city and start killing people. Most of the time it's not going to be beneficial, because one, you're going to be super high level. You don't get honor points from killing low level players. You lose honor points for killing civilians, and you don't get any honor points for killing guards. So unless you're killing something around your level, you're not getting anything, or you're losing something. So world PvP can be very, very fun. Guilds that get together and actually, fight each other. Epic, Braveheart style battles in the middle of a field. That's a lot of fun, and you can get a good amount of honor that way too. The other option, if you're not really into that, or if you don't have time or energy, is battlegrounds. Now, battlegrounds are instances just like dungeons, and they pit equal number of players against each other in an instance, and there is usually some kind of objective. So in Vanilla WoW, there are 3 battlegrounds. There is Warsong Gulch, there is Arathi Basin, and there is Alterac Valley. So, what are all 3 of these things? Okay. So, Alterac Valley is a 40-on-40 battleground. It is in the Alterac Mountains. So you can either so it's in the Alterac Mountains, which I'll show you on the map in a second. So let's see here. So here's my Hillsbrad Foothills, and then Alterac Mountains up here. So the entrance for Horde is, excuse me for a second. So the entrance for Horde is right around here, near Tower Mill. And the entrance for Alliance is about here. And these 2 caves are your actual entrances. So you can actually queue up in those respective places for Horde or Alliance, or you can go to Major City and queue up with the Battlemaster, which is here for Grizzle Halfbane. This is for Undercity. So every major city has all 3 of these Battlemasters for each respective battleground, but you can also zone in at the actual instance location. And this is a 40-on-40 battleground. It's the objective is to cap or control enemy buildings, and to use those for each enemy building controlled, major buildings controlled, to reduce the amount of guards guarding the opposing faction's not king, but leader. Okay, and so there are NPCs in Alterac Valley, in addition to player characters, and the goal is to reduce down the other faction's reinforcements to a point where you can effectively kill their leader. Killing their leader will win the battleground. In Vanilla WoW, I've heard epic tales of Alterac Valley going for days because you can recap, what's lost. If you're really good at, there's a time limit to where that your building cannot be captured back. But and then there's also other NPCs that get involved, like Guardians and these huge Guardians that get involved. So AV is kind of like a huge war, and it's a lot of fun. So that's Alterac Valley. Now, Arathi Basin, which the Battlemaster for Arathi Basin is here. Arathi Basin is a 15-on-15. The entrance for Arathi Basin is in Hammerfall for Horde, and in Refuge Point for Alliance. So this cave or this cave. And this is a 15-on-15. So we're talking. This is Hillsbrad Foothills, by the way. So this is a 15-on-15 battleground. The objective is to gain resources. You can gain resources from capturing 1 of 5, up to 5 nodes. So I don't have a map with me now, but there are 5 nodes, and those 5 nodes are the blacksmith, the farm, the mine, the logging camp, and the stables. So lumber mill and the stables, excuse me. So you essentially imagine a map where there's 5 different locations, and there's flags on those locations. So your faction can click on these flags and gain that node's resources. So the more nodes you have, the more quickly you gain resources, and the first faction to hit 1,500 resources wins. So that's the objective for Arathi Basin. In addition to all these objectives, again, of course, you're also killing the opposing faction. So that's something I wanted to go over as well. You're fighting them, you're killing them, and you're gaining honor points. And you also gain honor points for winning a battleground. And I think in Vanilla you also gain a little bit for losing. I'm not really sure. I have to check on that. But you gain honor points for winning as well. So that's Arathi Basin. The last one is Warsong Gulch, which is the one we're queued up for now. And Warsong Gulch entrances for... let's see. So we're on Kalimdor. So the entrance for Warsong Gulch for Horde is right up here in the top of the Barrens, in this little right before you go into Action Vale. left of the sludge, so west of the sludge fen here. That's the entrance for Warsong Gulch for the Horde, and for the Alliance, the entrance for Warsong Gulch is right here at Talon Deep Path, I believe. No, it's over here. No, yes, it's over here. Excuse me, it's right here. Right, so they're really close to each other. So yeah, as you noticed, of course, these entrances for each faction is not near each other, so you're not fighting to get into the instance. Tries to keep them separated a little bit. But again, you don't have to go to the age, you can do it in major cities too. Okay? So, Warsong Gulch is a classic capture the flag. And so your objective is to... it's a 10v10, and your objective is to capture the opposing faction's flag and bring it back to your flag. So if you're familiar with capture the flag, you have to go to the opposing enemy's team, capture their flag, and bring it back to your flag. But your flag has to be there, okay, in order to get the point. If they have your flag, you have to get it back. So 3 flag captures wins, and the first team to hit 3 flag captures is the winner. So that's a lot of fun. Warsong Gulch is fun. All 3 of these are fun in their own way, and they're very unique in their own way. So it all depends what you want to do. So as far as level requirements are concerned, obviously we're low enough level to get in Warsong Gulch. So maybe it's I believe it's level 10 is the first thing you can get into Warsong Gulch. For Arathi, let me do a quick search real quick. So for Arathi Basin, 20, level 20 is the lowest level you can get into, and for Alterac, let's see, and Alterac seems to be minimum level requirement is 51. Wow. I'm not sure if that's true. Oh, so we can enter the battle. Okay. Here we are. So this is the starting entrance for the Horde. I want to move this over here. It's an add-on. Next video we'll talk about add-ons, guys, so bear with me on that. So this is standard. This is how Battleground starts. As you see up here, these are the flag captures up here. Alliance flag captures and Horde flag captures. Right now, of course, it's 0. And you'll get warnings in Battleground. So it says, we'll begin in 30 seconds. If you want to chat to your Battleground guys, it's /BG space. So you just write, hello. And that's me saying hello. Of course, you can always write and say, but if you want to talk to the whole Battleground, if you're far away from other people, you can just /BG is how you say it. It looks like we don't have many people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. I wonder if this is a 5-on-5. Well, it's starting, so here we go. I have no idea how long this is going to take. So the Alliance comes from here. They come towards us, and we're running towards them. Our flag is back where we just were, and their flag is up here in their fortress. So I'm going to try to probably get the flag, because I have more defensive capability than most of these guys. Actually, there's 2 level 19s in here, so they'll probably run the flag. So Battleground levels are 10 levels. So this one is from level 10 to level 19. So players from that level range can be in this Battleground. So just so you know that. And basically, you use all your same abilities as you would normally. Just I'm going to hamstring this guy so he can't run away. And it's a little bit of lag, it looks like, but that's okay. Alright, he's dead. I'm gonna run over here. And the lag is really bad, unfortunately. So these allies are I'm feared. So these guys are trying to run. I'm gonna die here. Yeah. So basically, that's a crash course in the Battlegrounds. But see, and they have 3 more players than we do, it looks like. which is kind of crappy. So if you look over here, so we're probably going to lose this pretty handily. But so what they're trying to do is get their flag, or get our flag, and bring it back to their flag spot. So I'm gonna, while they're in there, I'm gonna run their flag room, show you what that looks like. Yeah, so as I was saying, all battlegrounds have 10 level range. So 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39. I kind of recommend going into a battleground at the higher levels of your range, because otherwise you're going to get spanked pretty bad. Because you don't get any bonus for being, you know, a low level. You have your hit points, you have your standard hit points and your standard damage output. So, you know, and there's also, it's kind of hard to hit higher level targets. So, there's no bonus in there. Okay, so this is the Alliance flag room. I wish I had a little bit of movement increase here, but I don't. Well, it doesn't look like anyone's here. So I'm going to grab this. So right click, and now I have the flag. It's important to realize, guys, you cannot mount, well, levels, you cannot get on a mount, and you cannot stealth while you have the flag. You'll drop it immediately. So, don't even try to do that. So their alliance are coming back to life. I'm going to see if I can get away from them over here. We'll go to defensive stance, so it reduces the damage I take. And they're probably chasing after me, so I'm just going to try to... No one's with me either, so let's see if anyone's... All my allies are in the flag room, so now this is where I'm going to die. Try to get on this hunter. He's got a healer on him. Yeah, this is not going to end well for me. Yeah. Okay. Well, at least you got to see what So what they did is they clicked on their flag, and it goes right back to their flag room. You don't have to bring the flag back. All you have to do is click on it, and it brings it back to your flag room. And then you'll automatically, when you hit res, you'll go back to the spirit healer, and then there's a 30-second intervals where people are resurrected. Where's this? You charge in here and take out this mage, or whatever it is. Ah, the lag is so bad. Oh, it's a warrior. Jeez. Oh, he healed up totally. So you can't heal unless you're out of combat, so what he did is he tried to get out of combat, so he's able to heal. So I'm going to hit him with a... I wanted to get him with a hamstring. I'll get him with a hamstring now. So he can't run away. Everybody's trying to kill this guy. This guy's probably a twink. What a twink is that somebody gets to the max level of a range. So this guy's level 19, and they spend their entire time trying to find really, really high level gear for that range. So people will stay at level 19 their entire gaming just to be a PvP twink is what they're called. And they'll get a bunch of gear, high level gear for that level, that makes them essentially like really, really good. So the Alliance have scored, they've captured the flag. So now they got 1 point, which is fine. You know, I'm not really into winning this right now. I just wanted to show you what battlegrounds are. And I'm not the best PvP player on the planet. I'll admit that any day of the week. So. Yeah. I'm back to life. healer there, so you should always try to attack the healers, guys. I don't know why they're sheeping him. We should just kill him. So I'm gonna go for the healer while they're hitting that guy. There's a fear. Okay, he's dead. So if you actually look at your, you go to honor, you'll see that I have 4 honorable kills. So that's my honor, basically. I guess honor isn't distributed until... I'm not sure. I guess honor is distributed the next day. I'm not really sure how that works in vanilla. But it tracks how many kills you have, all those things. So... charge this hunter real quick. See a paladin here? Yeah, it's a paladin. Ah, it's lag. Ah. Oh, well, she's dead. So it's kind of fun. I like PvP. It could be a blast. It could not be a blast. It depends on how bad you're doing. So if you click on this icon here, it'll give you what's going on. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we have 8 players, and they have 7 actually. So that's actually pretty cool. That's good. So it tells you who's, you know, I'm actually not doing great. I have 1 killing blow, 4 deaths. So, but you know, I'm not really geared at all, and I'm level 17, so I'm not going to be doing as much damage as these guys are doing. So they have our flag. While all this crap's happening over here, I'm going to go see if I can get the flag. One thing that a lot of players make the mistake of is that they get too into the battle in the middle of the field. Always try to go do your objectives, guys. You know, the most important thing is getting points. So they got another point, so they're going to win, probably. I mean, there's no way we're actually going to pull this off, but that's okay. The lag is bad, and that's not the reason why we're losing, though. I think the reason we're losing is because no one's actually going for the objectives. So I'm going to give it a shot. I'll probably get killed again, but that's okay. And always remember, yeah, these things are in 10 level ranges. So. Okay. I'll see one here, so I'm just going to jump down and grab it. So that's our flag right there. So my goal is to try to get that flag back without dying, which is not going to be easy. Actually, there's no way I'm going to be able to fight that myself. So I want to try to get in there and charge in. Actually, what I should probably do is run past these guys and get into our base. Oh, there he's coming for me. So So now I'm by myself with this paladin, but he's probably going to destroy me because he's 2 levels higher than me, and he can heal himself. I'll use my potion here. You can use potions in battlegrounds, and you can use bandages too. So, no one's assisting me, so this is not going well for me. Alright, my allies here. Yeah, here they are. Hey guys, can you give me a hand, please, maybe? Yeah, so, yeah, no one's helping. So this isn't fun. So I just said thanks for the help with the flag. See what that gets me. Oh god. Charge in. Daze him a little bit. God. This is ridiculous. I'm dead. That was quick. Hopefully they just end this and cap. Sometimes you'll find that they'll get the 2 points and then they'll just sit around and just farm honor off of us for a while, which that's what a lot of people do. But they're beating us kind of handily. So that's what they're doing, I think. I don't see the flag. Let's see. I'm not sure where our flag is, but it's probably getting capped right now. Yep. So that's how it works, guys. That's a PvP battleground. So if you win, you get 264 bonus honor, and you get none if you lose. So in vanilla, you get none if you lose, which makes sense. You shouldn't get anything bonus if you lose. So that's it. You know, you come back here. It's like you never left. So it's like an instance. I think you do suffer durability damage on your weapons and armor, though. That's about it. So there's duels. Let me actually go duel someone real quick, which I'll probably lose, but that's fine. If I can find someone around my level, the problem is that actually I'll just hearth back to the Sepulchre, see if I can find someone there to duel. So dueling, battlegrounds, and world PvP are the 3 PvP-ish things. In a PvE server, if you're playing on a private server with a PvE server, you can also duel the opposing faction in the world, but you can't do these massive world PvP events unless you flag yourself for PvP. Everyone flags themselves, basically, and you can try to do that, but that's as close as you're going to get. So PvP is kind of awesome because you can just... they're in a party together. That's not going to work. Let me see if this guy will duel me real quick. So you right click. Oh wait until he's out of combat. So I'll click on him and then right click on him and then hit duel. And this battle flag will come down, and let's see if he accepts the duel. He did not. That's okay, so we'll try to find somewhere else. Someone else. This is kind of hysterical. Warlock's level 12, he's too low level, he won't accept. Maybe this mage will. Nope, he didn't want to do it either. Rogue, maybe? Someone, please. Nope. Let's try this Warlock. He looks like he's AFK. So if you run out of the duel area, you'll actually forfeit the duel, just so you know that. Let's try this again. Okay. So immediately when the duel starts, you'll see your target becomes red, just like he was an enemy target. Okay? So I'm going to put a bleed on him. I'm also going to hit him with this, so he can. Okay, so he's beating me pretty handily here, which I thought he would. I mean, he's a druid. Number one, he can put a heal on himself. Since he's using healing, I'm going to use healing. So. Yeah, druids have a lot of cool abilities that they can use to, now I'm back in combat. I wanted to charge them. Okay, that's dueling. So, that's how it works. And he just hit me with some buffs. So, that's it, guys. That's PvP. I mean, I would go into a PvP zone and try to fight someone from the opposing faction, but I'm really low level, so I'm not going to do that. But, I mean, you know, it's just whatever. It's a game. Just try not to get too frustrated. You will be ganked. I promise you, you will, if you're playing on Chronos. Ganked is like a term for, like, you're killed by a much higher level person than you are. So it's going to happen, but it's okay. Just remember it's a game. And if they're camping your corpse, just kind of wait a few minutes, and they'll usually leave. No one wants to sit around forever and do nothing. So one thing I will have to say about vanilla is that there's a lot more to do, and there's a lot more time that it takes to do it. So essentially, I wouldn't worry about people camping your body for hours and hours. But of course, it will happen. It does happen, but I doubt it. So have fun. Queue up for some battlegrounds. Give it a shot. You might like it a lot. You might not like it at all. So see if you like it. Once you're level 10, you can start queuing up for Warsong Gulches. So definitely do that. Well, Melderon here, guys, signing out. I want to thank you for being here today, and thank you for being through this part 11 of tutorial. The next one I'm going to do is a special add-ons episode where I explain how to do add-ons, and that'll be probably the last tutorial I do for maybe forever on this guy. I will do videos with Melderon, but they will not be tutorials. It'll just be like, hey, we're doing this dungeon, or hey, we're doing this battleground. So stay tuned. I plan on really starting to work on the Kurzog shaman leveling adventure. That'll be from like a really from start to finish kind of video experience where you see him going from level 1 to level 60. I've already posted one video of him going through level 1 through level 6, so look for Kurzog's leveling adventure or Kurzog's adventure. So check that out. Well, guys, take it easy, have a good one, and I'll see you on the flip side.